Hey guys, I'm Meoang, and today we're going to learn about Leatherface, or the Cannibal. Leatherface is a one-hit down killer similar to the Hillbilly, but with some key differences that separate them. By holding down the action button, you start to rev up your chainsaw. Once it is fully charged, releasing the action button will make Leatherface swing his chainsaw wildly in front of him for a few seconds. Any survivors hit with this chainsaw attack will be downed. Unlike the Hillbilly, this means that you can down multiple survivors with one chainsaw attack. Also unlike the Hillbilly, Leatherface does not gain any sort of speed increase from his chainsaw attack, and it lasts for a set amount of time. Without add-ons, you can't make the attack longer or shorter. If Leatherface hits a wall or obstacle during this chainsaw attack, then he will be stunned for a decent amount of time. While he's stunned though, he will throw a tantrum with his chainsaw, and any survivors that collide with you will be instantly downed. This means that if a survivor jumps into a locker and your chainsaw runs into the locker, that survivor will not be able to get out of the locker without getting downed. Leatherface also has unique appearance customizations. If you sacrifice one of the main 4 survivors 25 times, you will unlock that survivor's face to wear as a mask. The most notable aspect of Leatherface, though, is that he has the teachable perk, Barbecue and Chili. This is the best killer perk in the game, and he's worth purchasing just for access to this perk. As for how I'd rate Leatherface, I give him a C in meta strength and a D in fun. Again, I don't want to scare you away from playing him, he's just my least favorite killer. Having a power that instantly downs survivors is usually enough to make a killer decent though, and his simplicity makes him an amazing choice for new players who want to focus on developing general gameplay skills. Without the mobility that the Hillbilly has though, Leatherface just isn't as powerful. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the perks I recommend on Leatherface are Barbecue and Chili, Ruin, Enduring, Whispers, and A Nurse's Calling. Depending on how you play, you can choose between Enduring and A Nurse's Calling. For example, if you get chainsaw hits more often than regular hits, then A Nurse's Calling isn't worth it. If you regularly challenge pallets like I do, Enduring is a good idea. Leatherface is in a good spot when it comes to add-ons. All of them provide some sort of bonus that is worth using. My favorite ones are the add-ons that increase your acceleration during the chainsaw attack. Playing Leatherface is relatively straightforward and largely comes down to deciding whether to use your normal attack or to wait for a chainsaw attack. If you're away from pallets or in an open area, it's often worth it to go for the chainsaw attack. You want to get the one-hit downs as often as possible. Sometimes, during a pallet loop, it's also worth going for a chainsaw attack. The chainsaw will break through the pallet and end the attack, so if your chainsaw is already revved up, it's a faster way to break the pallet. Sometimes survivors make mistakes, and you'll end up chainsawing them too. Many times, though, you'll be in a position where it's in your best interest just to go for a normal attack. When survivors are in a tight area, vaulting, or pallet looping, I recommend just hitting them with the normal attack and continuing the chase. Lastly, and you didn't hear this from me, but Leatherface is excellent at camping and protecting hooks. If a survivor goes for a save near you, you can just chainsaw both of them. You'll usually get at least one of them, and you can just hook them again right away. This is particularly useful in the basement, where survivors can't really get away from you. To summarize, most of the time you want to get up close to the survivor, then go for a chainsaw attack. They will try to circle around you or obstacles, so just keep moving in a way that avoids obstacles without losing them. If you're in a tight spot where you're most likely going to miss the chainsaw attack, don't be afraid to go for a normal attack. To demonstrate what I've gone over today, I've included a full Leatherface game with a tragic ending. If this guide has helped you, or you want to learn more about other killers or playing killer in general, consider subscribing. I'm going to try and pump out these last few killer guides quickly, so stay tuned if your killer hasn't been covered yet. Thanks for watching guys, and enjoy the gameplay.